Fires caused by electrical faults can easily be avoided if and only if Americans would follow these codes that prevent electrical faults in their home that later escalate into fires that engulf their homes. Connecting too many high-powered appliances on an outlet definitely compromises on its connections. These are points of weaknesses, especially for these power outlets. This conductor supplies power to this outlet. If you overload it, and of course, if it is loose at this point, it means that the electricity will strain to complete a circuit and therefore compromising on your electrical installation. Another issue is that it causes overheating. When these cables are overheated, they can be the cause of fire. To avoid that issue, ensure that you connect one high-powered appliance to only one outlet so that you can minimize any problems that can occur from that connection. At number 2, we have using extension cord as permanent wiring. An extension cord should only be applied for temporary use so that in case you want to connect a certain machine or an appliance, you only connect it to the extension. But if you want to supply power to that appliance, assuming it is a washing machine that you want to use somewhere or a dryer, ensure that you have a permanent fix for that. Extending sockets to such appliances is a great fix and a solution to such a problem. If you want an outlet for such an appliance, ensure that you extend it from an existing outlet or have an entire circuit that originates from an electrical panel, and in this case have its own circuit breaker to serve that machine. This minimizes any overheating that can result into a fire. At number 3 is definitely ignoring tripping breakers. Did you know that for a breaker to trip, there has to be a reason? Every time that a breaker trips, there is something that has caused the breaker to trip. That is definitely a warning sign. This could be a short circuit or an overload or a faulty wiring. And the best thing to do at that instance is to call an electrician. Most people are tempted to lift the circuit breaker or activate it. But did you know that for it to trip, there has to be a reason or a cause why it tripped? So ensure that you get an electrician so that if there is a short circuit on the power outlet or in the light switch, then they will definitely be able to determine. An electrician will show up to your house with several devices that can detect a short circuit and therefore saving you a lot of pain by simply diagnosing where the problem is, and before lifting the circuit breaker, they will definitely save you on a lot by ensuring that the fault is clear. Now, if you're finding value out of our today's video, smash that like button. Let me know in the comment section if you have ever encountered a problem in your home that is regarding to electrical issue and you are able to help yourself, therefore avoiding a catastrophe that could have befell your home. At number 4, we have DIY work without electrical knowledge. We understand that there is plenty of information that we can follow, but when it comes to electrical, a lot has to be followed. We have the National Electrical Code that we must ensure that we follow. Now, many homeowners attempt to work without understanding these electrical codes. It is important to ensure that you familiarize yourself with these codes so that you don't get yourself into trouble with your home. Incorrect wiring can cause shock, fire, or even failed inspections. Ensure that before engaging in these electrical connections, you follow the code and you don't get yourself into trouble so that the inspection can actually go through. The best thing that you can do in this case is to learn first or engage a qualified licensed electrician who will connect electrical installations in your home so that your DIY activities can only be reduced to repairs or simple electrical work. At number 5, we have not using GFCI outlet in wet areas. Did you know that a GFCI is very important and a lifesaver, especially in bathrooms, kitchen, garages, and outdoor outlets where we expect wet areas that can cause electrical shocks or electrical hazards. Using a GFCI outlet definitely reduces these risks and saves your loved ones as well as your home. The risk of an electric shock or an electrocution near water is significantly reduced or evaded by using a GFCI outlet. In areas where you require this and you did not have it initially, ensure that you replace those outlets with a GFCI outlet. At number 6, we have use of the wrong cable size. Did you know that different cable sizes are used for different circuits? For different circuits, I mean it could be a light circuit or it could be an outlet circuit. For power outlet circuits, we use 12-2, and for lighting circuits, we use the wire gauge, which is 14-3 or 14-2. 14-2 for a simple lighting circuit and 14-3 for fan or even three-way light circuit systems. So ensure that is what you have. Using undersized for heavy loads can cause overheating, and this will definitely be happening inside the drywall and can result into a fire. Using a 14 gauge wire on a 20 amp circuit is very, very wrong. Code requires that you match the wire size with the size of the circuit breaker. This ensures that in case there is a problem, the circuit breaker will trip, saving you from any fire hazards in your home. Mistake number 7 is ignoring flickering lights. Any light that flickers in your home indicates an underlying problem, and therefore it has to be fixed before it escalates into an issue. Flickering lights indicates that there is a loose connection or failing circuits. Did you know that electricity is the flow of current back and forth from the source to an appliance or a lighting fixture and then back to the source, which is the transformer, completing a circuit. That loop is what we refer to as a circuit. In case there is flickering lights, it means that the loop is compromised. Either there is a leakage or there is a loose connection that is resulting to that flicker, and therefore you have to fix it. Loose wires can also spark and start fires inside your walls. This is definitely another indication of flickering lights. The best thing is to ensure that you fix that. At number 8 is covering electrical panels. Did you know that in case of an emergency, you are supposed to access the electrical panel and switch off the main breaker or switch the breaker in case someone is receiving an electric shock or there is a fire that has already started in one of the rooms in your home. Covering the electrical panel happens whenever people block it with furniture. This can delay emergency shut-off. Ensure that the electrical panel is accessible at all times so that in case there is a problem, maybe a fire, a spark, or someone in your family is receiving an electrical shock, they can easily be saved by simply accessing the electrical panel and switching it off. At number 9 is using cheap or fake electrical products. This one goes without saying. In this day and age, we have cheaper products that sometimes don't follow the national standards. These are breakers, switches, outlets which fail very easily. To avoid this, ensure that you buy UL listed electrical products approved for the US market. This ensures that you minimize on the problems that come out of cheap or failed electrical outlets. And at number 10, not upgrading the old electrical systems. The homes that were built before the 1990s may have outdated panels. It is important for you to ensure that you avoid these risks because the inability to handle modern appliances from these electrical systems will definitely result into a hazard. The solution is to schedule an electrical inspection and upgrade where necessary. This will save you on a lot of issues such as fires. Thank you so much, my top boss, for watching this video. In the next video, we will be talking more about home automation systems, and this will definitely save you on a lot of electricity bills as well as constant repairs that could result into issues in your home. My name is John Gatehi, and this is Top Boss Electricals and Electricians. Subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss our upcoming episodes. Thank you.